Hello everybody, my name is Scryer and welcome back to the Darkest Dungeon. Today we are going to be playing more Darkest Dungeon but before we get started, a couple quick things. I've decided I'm going to try to cut down on the video time, make them a little bit quicker, a little bit faster, so we can kind of try to get through more. I am still going to be trying to do one dungeon run per episode, so we're going to try to stick with that, and hopefully we can accomplish that. So without further ado, let's get right in there. Alright, so as you may remember last time, we completed some journeys in the ruins, and now we've unlocked the courtyard and the Weald. So the courtyard is the start of the Crimson Court DLC. It's where all the vampires and the nasty mosquito buggers are hanging out, and the Weald is sort of like a haunted forest kind of area. So I did say we were going to dive into the courtyard. However, I think we're actually going to wait a little bit because of one particular enemy in the courtyard that I absolutely hate dealing with and really don't want to deal with an underlevel party. So we're actually going to go dive on into the Weald here. And I think this is going to be our first excursion into the Weald. Or maybe, actually, let's take a quick look and see what we have for trinkets. We got another Blight Amulet. As you might remember, I believe we got one of those in our last adventure. So, you know what? There's not a whole lot of... Ooh. What... Burn the hives, the hamlet is infested, throwing hives. And we get the Baron's Invitation and the Tyrant's Fingerbone. Yeah, you know what? We are going to just dive on in. So we're going to clear out the party here, and we're actually going to start bringing along some new characters this run. I believe I said that the Shieldbreaker, which is the new DLC character, just came out a couple weeks ago. We're definitely taking her along. I'm just going to do a quick look over her abilities. We have Pierce, which is a standard melee attack, moves her forward, does armor piercing. That's interesting. Adder's Kiss, accuracy. That's a Blight Inflictor. We have Captivate, inflicts Blight, it looks like, and also does 40% additional damage on marked targets. And then we have Serpent's Sway, self. It buffs, and it provides a block. All right. So now that we have that idea, we're also going to bring along the Man-at-Arms. The Man-at-Arms is one of my favorite character classes. He's basically like your all-purpose tank, warlord kind of buffing guy. He reminds me a lot of, I don't know if anyone out there played 4th Ed D&D, but the warlord class in that, the Man-at-Arms is very similar kind of to that. So he has Crush, standard sort of hit things with a big stick attack. Rampart, which is a knockback and a stun. Bellow, which debuffs all the enemies, and then Command, which gives one ally plus 10 to accuracy and a plus 1% crit chance. So we're definitely taking him along. I don't know why, but for some reason I always thought the Man-at-Arms would be the kind of guy who spoke with like a Scottish accent, like a sort of, you know, hello lad, we're going into combat now. Brace yourselves, you wee buggers. I don't know. We can also, I said we would bring along the Abomination, but I don't know if now is quite the time. I talked about the Abomination before in length, so I don't know if I really need to cover it again, but I think, yeah, you know what, we can bring him along. Oh, hang on. Like I said, the big problem is healer. I think we only have the Vestal as like our only healer right now, and I don't know if I want to do this without one. So I think we are going to actually need to bring Corbett, our Vestal, who has been the champion of many of our previous adventures. Oh, actually, I should quickly, I'll deal with that later. For now, like I said, trying to make these runs a little bit faster. Let's also bring... We want to bring you. So you're good in any of these positions. The Man-at-Arms is always good in the first two. Our Vestal's a little better actually in the third position. So maybe we want someone who can really bring the back row. Our Highwayman, not so much, but maybe our Plague Doctor? You know, I would bring the Plague Doctor, but like everything in the courtyard is really has a high blight and stun resist, and that's really the only reason we would bring the Plague Doctor. So, actually, I think we'll give the Jester. Allow the Jester to make its debut. So the Jester has a few useful abilities. We have Harvest, which is a sort of an AOE bleed, hits the middle two most positions. Finale, which deals a huge amount of damage but can only be used from position 1 and ends up debuffing the Jester after use. And then we have Battle Ballad, which gives the entire party plus 3 speed, plus 5 accuracy, and a plus 2% crit bonus. And then we have Inspiring Tune, which is the Jester's most valuable and most useful ability because it essentially is one of the only stress healing abilities in the game. So yeah, I think we're actually going to go with that comp, and yeah, we're going to go into the courtyard. Oh. Whoop. Provision. Oh, yeah. Level 1 or 2 heroes are recommended. Yeah. As much as I want to go into the courtyard, we're just going to go into the Weald today. So when going into the Weald, it is important to remember that a lot of the things in the Weald have blight skills. So we definitely want to take a lot of anti-venom. We're going to take 2 bandages, 1 key. We're going to go with the usual 12 torches, 3 medicinal herbs, and we want to make sure we have enough food. That should be enough. All right, so let's start this. I believe Wayne's going to talk a little bit at the beginning of this, so I'll be quiet and let you guys listen to that real quick. Although I'm not sure if he does talk at the beginning. I think he talks at the beginning of every the first time you go into every new dungeon area.
Corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves. Let us burn out this evil.
We shall indeed burn it out. All right, so we're
Nature
going to clear this
herself,
debris.
A victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
All right, so we got some gold. We're moving forward. The Weald also has a high chance of having debris in it. Oh, scout. All right, so it looks like we got 2 curios and then a battle. Oh, are we going to get all the way to this next room? Oh, cool. So yeah, this is going to be a short one, so that helps. Oh, no. Oh, you fool. I'm sorry, lad. I was a dumb fool. I touched the obviously evil relic. God damn it, not you two. Oh, at least this time it's a positive effect. Alright, so those were the 2 curios. Good to see our noble adventurers here couldn't keep their grubby hands off of them. Alright, so we have a fight here. We've seen these acolytes before, but this is the first time we're seeing the slime. The slime have some pretty annoying abilities. But this is also the first time we're going to get to try out the shield breaker. Alright, so that moves her forward in the rotation. We're actually going to have the Jester try to cure the vessel's stress a little. I did have to...
confluence of skill and purpose.
Thank you, Wayne. I did have to essentially use the Jester on, like, no less than 3 back-to-back expeditions, so she's kind of stressed out right now. She's earned a little R&R that she'll get when we get back. Let's try to stun up the stress dealers here. Okay, so Slime has an ability called Slime. Go figure. And if there's an empty space... Oh, no. It's Cytokinesis. The Slime have an ability called Cytokinesis, where if they hit and there's an available empty space in the lineup, they can actually create another slime. They also have an ability to fuse together to become one giant slime. So whenever you see 2 slimes like this, or there are 2 slimes, you need to try and, like, clear them out as fast as possible. And we're actually going to try to... Oh, come on. That's a big swing and a miss. They really don't like that Jester. Alright, so Eldritch Pull. That's another ability the Acolytes have that we haven't seen before. It basically pulls a party member out of position, so we want to try to get her back into position, but that's going to be easy because of the Shield Breaker's ability to move forward.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
So you can actually take an action to move a character back, so we're actually going to move our Vestal... Do we want to do that? I mean, we can just get ahead of her anyway, so maybe we should just... let's Hand of Judgment that. Resist the debuff. Okay, so Rampart should move the Man-at-Arms forward.
Confidence surges
there we go.
As the enemy crumbles.
So, like, we're kind of doing a little bit of juggling here with the Shield Breaker and the Men-at-Arms.
Death waits.
Ah, come on.
For the slightest lapse.
That's not good. That's not good. This is a tough first fight. So that's Eldritch Push. It essentially does the same thing as Eldritch Pull, except as you can imagine, pushes them forward instead of pulls them back. It also inflicts some moderate stress, which we're going to try to take care of here. Anyone really need to heal him, though? So let's just use Dazzling Light. Oh, come on. All right. Do you have any abilities that can hit there? No. So you really seem to only be able to affect the first 2 rows, at least with the setup we have right now. Let's try this ability. Ooh. Oh, damage block tokens, also known as Aegis tokens, absorb 100% of physical damage from the next attack that strikes its hero. Oh, that's cool. So she's essentially giving herself like a little bit of armor or a shield. All right, so Bellow can hit all of them. Maybe debuffing them wouldn't be a terrible thing. We're having some trouble reaching them. I could also clear the corpses. Actually, yeah. We're going to use Rampart to clear one of the corpses, or try to, just so we can move him back into position 1. Of course, they're going to get to go first. They're really stacking on that stress damage. I'm a little worried about that. Alright, we're going to have you... Oh, come on. But that was cool. She literally threw snakes at her. Oh, what the heck? Why is she so nimble?
Obliterated.
So yeah, that was the Jester's finale ability. Like I said, massive damage, but has a hard time when it moves him back. So it moves him immediately back to the back row. And also it debuffs him. So he deals less damage, or has he has a decreased dodge percentage for the rest of the fight. Not the rest of the fight, for a little while. For a couple rounds. Alright, we need to try and clear one of these corpses so we can move her forward. Crush! Oh no, she's gonna mess up the fighting order again. Yep. Oh, at least that corpse expired. Now she's right where we want her. Oh, come on! I feel like this would be going a lot faster if, like, the enemy wasn't dodging so well. Like, this is that one nimble fucking acolyte that we're just never going to be able to hit. Yeah, I know the torch is getting low. Alright. Alright, so let's kind of recover. No, come on. No stun. Please stun. Thank you. Alright. We should be able to just get rid of her now. Gonna try to reduce stress on our men-at-arms. They're all getting really stressed out. I'm really worried about it. There we go.
Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
All right, so that was that. That was much longer than it needed to be. Do I want to use a key for this one? Yes. All right. Cool. Got a little gold. Oh, buff the light back up.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
Hunger check.
We require only the strength to follow it.
All right, so in the Weald, traps don't look like the sort of grate that was on the floor in the ruins. They're actually these little clumps of mushrooms here. Oh, come on. Well, I failed to disarm the trap.
Possessed by evil intent.
So that's great. All right, so we're going to keep moving forward. This next room should be empty. This is a short dungeon, so I'm hoping we'll be able to just kind of breeze our way through it. We want anti-venom for this. No? Okay. What was it? Herbs. Nope. I really should just keep the list with me. Bandages! Alright, cool. There we go.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
I need to make a note of that bandages allows us to get treasure out of those trees. Oh, no! Come on!
Curious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Yeah, I dislike the Weald because it's so hard to see those little mushroom clouds. They blend in really well with the background environment. Alright, so let's lead off with a bellow. Put more men-at-arms. And then we're going to
continue the onslaught.
Clean up that nicely. So these little spiders basically have a I believe they have a stress dealer causer and then a blight inflictor. But I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, that's the blight attack. Yep. We should have brought a lot more anti-venom. Yep, we really should have brought a lot more anti-venom. Alright. Heal yourself, physician. And it's going to go for Spit. Spit, I'm not sure if Spit was a blight. Yeah. Spit's the blight and a debuff. I know they have one ability called Web, where they actually reduce your hero speed. And it can be really frustrating and hard to deal with.
Executed with impunity.
That's 2 kills for our shield breaker today.
Be gone, fiend.
Another kill from Men-at-Arms. I hit them with my mace. My mighty mace. Crush them. Alright, so that's the stun. And this is going to be a really easy fight here. We want to stress heal a little. Try to mitigate it. It's going to still be high. We're probably going to want to send these guys to the
Another one falls.
the Abbey and the Tavern afterward, but I
Ghoulish
think
horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
so. We didn't get any treasure off of that tent. This is going to be trapped. Can I use a shovel? Oh, I'm down to 1 shovel. I don't want to risk it. I'm just going to try to go hand. Yep. Figures. I didn't want to risk it because I'm down to 1 shovel, and like I said, the well has a lot of debris in it. So I think we're almost done, though. Like I said, I'm trying to make episodes a little bit, go a little bit faster and be a little bit shorter. I figure if I do long dungeons from now on, what I'm actually going to do is break them up into 2 parts. So we'll leave off and kind of come back to it. Alright, so last room. This has to be where the last battle is. That's a corpse. I believe. Nope. Torch? Nope. Alright, we're just going to reach in. And it's fine. We got the loot anyway. Alright, and see, this is why I didn't want to waste the shovel on that chest. I'm not even sure if that chest was one of the ones that could be opened with a shovel, but this is why I didn't want to waste it. Because I knew there was going to be more debris. Alright, so we got maggots. The maggots aren't particularly strong enemies, but they have a high chance of inflicting disease, and they have a really high stun resistance. It makes it really difficult for you to stun them. Just going to throw out a big buff to everyone. So, see, they have the Grave Nibble. We're going to dodge that, so that's good. Come on, Jester. Yeah! Double dodge. So, yeah, that's not going to stun it. They have a really high stun resist. But this should kill it. Yeah, I guess Jester just stress heal. Just do your job. Stay back there, play some songs, be the merry bard you were born to be. And there we go.
Give them no quarter.
So we wrap that up nice and quick.
The match is struck.
And we're going to keep going. Last room.
Star is born.
Last battle. Oh, this setup. All right. So I am going to take a sec to explain this enemy comp. So these guys have this, they have this groping swing that doesn't deal a lot of damage so long as your enemy isn't marked. These guys in the back can inflict blight, a debuff, and they can mark a target that then makes these guys deal increased damage with their Rend the Mark ability. So we actually, and these guys have a lot of HP, so it takes a long time to kill them. So we want to try to clear out this back row quickly if possible.
Inspiration and improvement.
All right, so I can reach one of them. Oh, come on. Dang it. We're gonna have to do this the hard way. Yeah, monsters with eye protect. I just got done explaining that. Thank you. Physician, heal thyself. So there's the mark. So now they're gonna go after him. Oh, and her, probably. The good news is it wasn't on the Jester or the Vestal. I mean, I'm assuming these two can live through a little bit of damage. Alright. Ooh, that was kind of brutal. So we want to try to get to these guys. If possible. I'm going to buff everyone again. Just so we're getting that little bit of extra speed and dodge and act. Alright. So now I should be able to get that. They do have a high blight resist, though, so odds are I'm not going to blight them. Actually, we're going to heal you. Alright, I'm glad this is a short dungeon because it means this can be a shorter episode. Some advice I received from a friend of mine who watched the videos was actually to try and make them a little shorter, so I'm going to try doing that. I might do longer ones occasionally, depending. It'll depend. We'll have to see. There we go. That's a crit. And still resist the blight. Let's stress heal. I'm really worried about our man-at-arms. He's not looking too good. We're going to try to throw some heal on him. Alright. Let's bellow. That's going to take that one out, and it's also going to put a debuff on all of them. Make it so hopefully they'll be going a little bit slower.
On the brink, facing the abyss.
All right, so this is the first time we've had a hero at death's door. What that means is that their HP has reached 0. They're going to get a debuff, a death's door debuff, and then any attack that they take afterward has a chance to kill them. But luckily, he's a dodging machine there. Our Jester needs to be more useful, so I'm actually going to move him up this round. And then we're going to heal the Man-at-Arms to try and keep him on his feet. Yeah, the Grave can wait. Let's try to take out one of these guys because they're the ones dealing the most damage to us. So this is the Rain of Blight. That's the Blight and debuff ability I was talking about. Let's crush him. We're gonna crush him. We're gonna turn him into a puddle of mushroom goo.
Perched
oh
at
no!
The very precipice of oblivion.
Hang in there, man. We'll get you fixed up. So the real way to deal with enemies like this is to try to apply things like Blights and Bleeds to slowly eat away at their health. Because Blight and Bleed is not affected by armor and resistance. Which means that even something with high protection like this enemy will still potentially die faster to a Blight or a Bleed. We're going to actually try to stun him. Yes! Alright. So I think he should... No, he's not going to go down. Not yet. Oh. Spasm of the entrails. Ooh. That sounds gross. Like, what does spasming entrails look like? Alright, so we're going to try to get more bleed on him. Good. Now I think he's going to go down. So now I think we can focus on this little bugger back here. I like her snakes. I really like that. That's kind of a cool visual. Alright, and then we're just going to try to crush this back guy. And there we go.
Gently.
Awesome.
This is how a life is taken.
And we're just going to continue on so we can grab this chest. And, of course, it's trapped. Because I didn't bother to try anything on it. Alright, but we got a few trinkets. And now we're going to end this quest and head back to the helmet.
Driving out corruption is an endless battle. But one that must be fought.
And we will face it. Together. Head on. Strong. Determined. All that adventurer jazz. Alright, so we got some quirks. Xenophobia, Second Wind. Scattering. Zoophobia. Phenogophobia. Okay. Alright, so we're heading back to the hamlet. Town event.
She has paid dearly for her freedom. And deserves better than this place.
Oh. So is this, was this event supposed to give us a shield breaker if we didn't get one on the coach? Because if so, that's kind of cool. So yeah, let's take a quick look at her. Weak grip, plus in stress, evasive. Ooh, evasive makes that very worth it. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and pick up our second shield breaker. All right, so I believe we're going to leave it at that. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, if you leave a comment in the on the channel or on this video that has the name you would like to give to one of our characters, I will gladly name the character after your suggestion. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. See ya.